Patriots, baby.
The Inky Man.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
It is real.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy with the crooked glasses. So as you know, today is Motivation Monday. But we're going to get into the second law, the second universal law called the law of vibration. So if you are just tuning in, you haven't seen the first one from last week, I'm reading this book, and this book is pointing out the several universal laws. These laws apply to everyone in existence. Alright? So let me go ahead and go into the passages here. Alright. Here we go. So the law of vibration or frequency. Vibrational energy is the essence of this law. It is the foundation of the better known law of attraction, which we're going to cover Wednesday. When we look on a subatomic level at any substance, we do not find matter, but rather pure energy. Energy that is constantly vibrating and moving. Nothing rests, including human beings. However, your frequencies and vibrations are different from other beings and things in the universe. This does not mean we are separate. Remember the law of one. It means we are all unique in our own vibrational patterns like fingerprints, but we all exist in one ocean of vibrating energy. Everything has its own unique vibrational frequency, like a table, a desk, a chair, a rock, and even our thoughts and feelings. The law of vibration governs it all. Let's use the desk. Remember the desk in the law of one. Let's use that same example. It may appear to be solid and still, but remember it's always moving, vibrating, and constantly changing form. Science has proven this with the invention of the microscope. We can see millions of subatomic particles vibrating and moving with energy, meaning the desk is pure energy and emits its own unique vibrations. So what seems like a separate solid desk sitting on its own is actually an illusion. It is the law of vibration in action. I want to say that again. So what seems like a separate solid desk sitting on its own is actually an illusion. It is the law of vibration in action. However, we don't perceive it as vibrational energy until we break it down to subatomic particles and view it with a microscope. This proves that vibrational frequencies exist even if we can't see them with the naked eye. We have to remain open-minded that there are things around us that exist outside of our five senses. Meaning that just because we can't verify it with our immediate senses doesn't mean it isn't real. A dog whistle, for example, is at a frequency humans' limited hearing can detect, yet we know it exists because it's proven that dogs can hear it. Many things were thought fact or impossible to exist until science proved it wrong. We have the power to change our frequencies so we can tune We have the power to change our frequencies so we can tune into anything we want in life. We'll begin to understand the true benefit of this law as it ties into the law of attraction. I like that. And knowing what I know about this, for example, first time I've ever heard of anything that had to do with vibrations and things like that was a book on Rastafarianism. And in the book, it talked about how our people that have dreads and people that actually, your hair, period, is a vibration. It's an antenna for yourself. And when you have hair on, let's take it to the Rasta. With Rasta, they grow their hair. They do not touch it. If you see an actual Rastafarian, you don't see the little dreads that you're seeing dancers, rappers, and all that. I had them at one time, so I know how it goes. Until I was approached by a Rasta, and then that changed my whole way of thinking. But your hair literally grows as a tree. Everyone's hair grows as a tree. Every race that exists on the planet can have their hair dreaded. Actually, I don't like that, because this is what the Rasta told me. Rasta said, this is a Rasta that told me this, that dreadlocks are not called dreadlocks, they're called water locks. Now, if you know anything about hair at all, your hair is locks. That's another name for them, locks. So what he told me was that Rastas wash their hair in the ocean. We're talking a place like Jamaica where the water and things like that are nice and at least cleaner than what we're used to. And they'll use natural products in their hair. Jojoba or aloe. Those are the things I used to put into my hair. If I had a shampoo or something or a conditioner, when I looked at the ingredients, there was no benzoate, no sodium, nothing. It was just what the fruit or vegetable was. And I put that on my hair, and my hair was growing crazy. I have grown dreads 2 times, and I'm growing some now. 2 times for a total of 13 years. And in that, I have never seen my hair any longer than that. Well, prior to that, I had grew a high top and it was taking its time growing. But when I grew my dreads the other time, the first time 7 years, the second time 6 years, I was sitting on my hair. That's how long it was. And it was very, very natural. But the point I'm trying to make with that is that in this particular book, locks are antennas. Your hair grows like a tree. Again, all races. Your hair grows like a tree. And if all you do is feed the roots, they'll grow the way that it naturally does. Now the issue is we are conditioned to think that that's dirty, nasty, grimy. When I first started my dreads, prior to that, when I heard about, and I'm trying not to say dreads, when I was growing my locks before, prior to that, I was hearing that people would, for the most part, you would see bums with it, with their hair in these locks. So the assumption was that there was doo-doo in your hair. And I remember people telling me that in order to grow my dreads, my locks, you had to put honey, maple syrup, molasses, and I was doing these things, just doing all kinds of stuff because I wanted my hair to grow out. And at that time that I was doing it in the beginning, only dancers were doing it. So you wanted to dance and want your hair to go all over the place and all that stuff. Now people are growing them just to grow them, which is still cool, but there's a history to it. So the point that I'm trying to make with this long rant is your hair is an antenna, and it gives off vibrations, and it tunes into the universe's energies, which allows you to think, which allows you to use reason so that you're able to make sense of certain things that are put out there. But again, the conditioning is, well, if your hair is locked up, you're a criminal, or you don't hear about the doo-doo in your hair kind of stuff anymore because way too many people are doing it. Again, when I was growing my hair, older people would tell me to stop growing my hair like that, or trying to get me to cut it, this, that, and the third. Now I'm looking at older people, again, older than me, who got their hair all dreaded out and all of that other stuff. Some putting blonde stuff in it and all of that at an age of 50, 60, 70 years old. Okay? So there's something to that. But the conditioning part is, in addition to that, was couldn't get a job, you don't look presentable, Now you're seeing people portraying Jesus with dreads. You're seeing paintings with Jesus has dreads, or locks, excuse me. I'm really trying not to say that. So all I'm saying is that was the first time I was exposed to how energy from yourself can be extended into what the universe has out there. All right? Your hair is your antenna. That's all I'm trying to say with that. Now, feel free to argue with me below. This would be great. But if you've never heard that before, do the research before you come at me. That's all I'm saying. Happy Monday to you suckers. Happy Motivation Monday to you suckers. Happy New Year, you suckers. Later.
In life, you have some people going around and disrespecting the elders. In life, you have some people going around disrespecting other people who step up in a life. All the people in front of you know say not dead for hunger. Let me see another year right now. Everybody, every man and woman.
I hear you, lad. The big brother's watching.
And you're gonna do it because I said so. I am your father.